posed.
Sure, sure. So yeah, so the next one comes to us. It's about good old Elon Musk. Not this time we're not particularly talking about technology or his cars or SpaceX or anything in there. We're talking about just a headline that was something that Mike and I chatted about a bit earlier and thought, hey, we'll bring it up and see what's going on without getting too deep in the world politic kind of thing. But nevertheless, it says Elon offers to literally shell out $6 billion of his own dollars to help with world hunger if it's going to actually do something. so there you go. There's a bit of the intro there, and basically it says that the UN World Food Program Director David Beasley basically challenged the ultra wealthy just recently to say, and quote, step up now on a one-time basis, basically end quotes, to help with world hunger, and even went on to say, literally quoting, $6 billion could help 42 million people from literally going people that are literally going to die if we don't reach them. And so that's just, and to just put that in perspective, just so everybody's on the same page, that's literally only 2% of Musk's estimated net wealth. So there you go. I mean, we're not on here to, just toot Elon's horn, how amazing and how much Elon, how much he's worth. But then we go on to really say that Elon's actually responded. And that's kind of why we're actually even talking about this. And basically, he went on to say that basically, if it's open source accounting and the public can literally see where all the money goes, he's on board. Literally, he's like, yeah, I'll sell my shares. Let's do it.
Mm-hmm.
So, cool. To go right along with that, to say that he's got some money that could go around, and it's been pointed out in our previous show, and some other people I've just talked to about previous shows. It's one thing to just keep in mind these people's wealth is not all liquid, right? They have things invested. It's not like they have that much money just hanging out, but they can get access to it. And I'll pass it over to you just a second. I'll give it to you, but it says also wanted to point out that the net worth of U.S. billionaires, also in this article, they says they've basically doubled since the pandemic started. So there's a lot of money still being made. So, but yeah, what do you think, Mike? I mean,
first of all, I'm not laughing at anything that Corey just said. I'm laughing at the fact that everybody in chat right now is named David, which is kind of funny. Secondly, there was a great comment by David Rainbow, which we're going to talk about, which might be on another topic. Anyhow, let me get through that. Last one is, first of all you other billionaires that didn't step up to this request, and Elon Musk dropping this the way he did was emphatically a shove-it-in-your-face move to tell you guys, step up and do your part. Number one. Okay, I love the fact that he went after the jugular on this one. He didn't hold anything back. He basically said, hey, you get transparency, you tell me you can do the job, and I'll give you the $6 billion, which is great, okay? I don't see Jeff doing that. I don't see any other billionaires out there doing this. I don't see anybody else making that bold of a statement, number one. Number two, at the end of this argument and discussion, so to speak, was they came back and basically said, well, it won't cure world hunger. And it's like, well, look,
right,
here's the problem. And I think that was basically also Elon Musk calling out what is part of this. How do we continually throw money at something without having solutions that continually work? Because we've continually tried to work this problem and we haven't made the inroads yet as a society. Okay, that speaks volumes for also what he's calling out, which is emphatically the hypocrisy and the fact that they keep assigning a number to it, yet they don't get the job done. Okay, and I think that's another thing that he was pointing out, to say, if you make it open and arbitrary, that's where I'm at, right? I don't think I could be any more clear than that. Great move from him, but hey, other guys, step literally the hell up. You guys, if you're gonna sit here and claim, oh, I don't have enough money to solve this, or you can't get all the money from us. Here's a guy that's saying, I'm not willing to not pay my fair share in taxes. I'm willing to actually just take the money out of profits and hand it to you. Take it. Also probably be a massive write-off for him. So what's the difference anyhow? It'd just be like giving it to a foundation or a fund. So brilliant on his behalf.
I mean, yeah.
Right?
I don't have those kind of problems.
No, we don't.
But
the article also did go on to say that the billionaires have profited greatly through COVID. Okay, they've made a lot of money, and being on the brink of starvation, and him Beasley making it more of a personal discussion, saying, what if it was your kid? What if it was this? What if it was that? Look, arguably very, very true. But there's also some world leaders that share a great deal of the harm that they've inflicted on their own countries for not giving their citizens the ability to make enough money or to provide a healthy enough economy where farmers can make enough and pursue feeding their own people. Or am I being a complete and total jerk? I don't know. You can't just.
I think Elon just wants to.
What's that?
Mars. Elon wants to feed people.
Well, I think that's ultimately, you know, I think he thinks that there's a return on investment for him too, because that would solve a lot of the problems, right? So, okay, so yeah, so here's David Marquette says, yeah, I think that was Elon's main point, that this is not so much a money issue as much as a logistics problem. Something needs to be done, but it's going to, you know, going to take a planet. Agreed. Perfectly well said.
Yeah.
I don't have a follow-up to that. If you want to take the next one.
David Cummings is adding in. And of course, somebody else said, are there only Davids here? Yes. Thank you to all the Davids for like, share, subscribe. Thank you for that. I was throwing that in there because, hey, thanks, guys. But anyway, another David Cummings, probably because the billionaires helped start COVID. So, I mean, either way, you know, they're making a bunch of money, and
not touching.
If something can actually be done here that is actionable and accountable, Elon's on board.
Yeah, so I'm not touching the billionaire starting COVID thing at all. No, I'm staying away from that one. That's like plutonium.
Not doing that.
But there's so much more. Look, it takes a planet to solve this problem, but it took a planet to start it too. Okay, and many people, many generations of decades and centuries have gone and forced other, you know, groups into starvation. It is unfortunately what it is. But I think we are approaching that point that if we're going to say that on a general basis, we need to take in and harbor so many other people to make sure that their quality of life exists. Hey, let's also start with the government groups out there that actually make sure that these people live an impoverished lifestyle too. That would be plutonium. Yeah, haha. No, very true. Plutonium. So, all right. That's all I got to say on this one. You got anything else to add?
I'm good. No. Again, thanks so much for all the support, guys. Like, share, subscribe. You guys know the deal. And I mean, hang on. We got some more stuff for you. But thanks so much.
Yeah, thanks, guys. Like, subscribe, follow. Let us know what you think in the comments below. I think it was a gutsy move, and I applaud Elon for doing it. Okay. Yep. So